Hello everyone, Link here, back with another episode of the Marble League. I'm gonna try to finish this as quick as I can, but things have definitely been not only crazy at work, but crazy with me medically. I just came back from a surgery, so if I sound a little groggy, that's why. Particularly in the stomach area. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'll put more stuff in the description.
After a brief jaunt back inside of the stadium for block pushing, we now return to the great outdoors for the challenge that is triathlon. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Look at this sinewy course.
It's a little bit longer
that we
than it
will
was
be
qualifiers.
moving down, but that is just one of three elements, of course, making up the eponymous triathlon. Started back in 2020, for instance, when we did the sand and then going on to this style of track and then underwater. A year later, it was the track, the sand, and then underwater. And I can tell you, we have reached the double digits for events here in the Marble League, and we are knotted up front. Galactic and the Pinkies, Savage Speeders 2 points back, but look at this middle tier, how close it is from the O'Rangers all the way back through the Green Ducks, just 12 points separating them. And that means that so much is up for grabs. This course especially could separate some of those marbles, depending on who is the best all-rounder,
I can't
which,
really tell from there.
in some ways, is the definition of what it means to win the Marble League. Well, those are all-around great views right there, tucked inside of one of the turns.
There's gonna be two
And you
heats,
see
looks like.
8 marbles in the blocks to start things off for
Galactic.
what we can only imagine will be the first of 2 heats. The other heat
What's the other
will
thing that
include
looks like
the
them?
other 8 marbles.
Oh, there is.
Some of these
Frost, I
have
guess.
been medalists before in previous events.
Can't actually tell which one it is.
And these particular
Balls of
marbles
Chaos, that's
are
what it
off.
is.
3 captains in the group as they begin. Oh, somebody
Flying
just
Glitches
left the
was
track.
clear.
Was that Midnight Wisps, I believe? Wispy, I think, is out.
I saw it for like a split
Launched
second.
off the
Couldn't
track.
tell
We'll
where.
have to see what happened there as they enter the sand for the first time. You can see the speed really building up. The Green Ducks had
Maybe
held the
this is
lead,
Midnight.
but
Well, this
now
is
it
gonna
looks like
help
Savage
with
Speeders who
Midnight
deliver some
Wisp.
contact
For
and
I
a
think it's
block
top 4,
to get
and
them farther
that was
up.
just
Green
top-
Ducks get
yeah,
back
top
into
4.
second.
Only
And we've got
3
a
are
couple
gonna
of
get
those
eliminated
silver
because
marbles close behind. It's
Midnight Wisp.
Galactic
Yep.
and the Gliding Glaciers
Gliding Glaciers
are
making a good
battling
move,
side
but
by
got bumped
side.
there.
Here they come into the
Here's the
water.
water.
Savage Speeders first to enter, but will they hold it to the line?
Gliding
We
Glaciers
see some
making a
clever
big move on
drafting.
Green
3
Ducks here.
marbles all alongside as they
It's
move to
close.
the line, and the Bumblebees are going to come
Yes.
across as they descend down to the bottom of your screen. And that was
That
a
was very
close
close
battle. Is this the contact
Green
that,
Ducks.
yes, that sent the Midnight Wisps up into the air?
Who's that from?
And there's some contact going back and forth. Oh, that might have been
I think that was Galactic.
Cosmo, I
Yeah.
believe, who
It didn't look
had
on
that
purpose.
contact. On those replays,
Is that
it did just
kinda
look
in
like a
between that
racing
and
incident.
like
And
Savage-
yes,
between Savage
Race
Speeders?
Control has confirmed that. Disappointing for the Wisps. One of 2 captains to finish there at the bottom of the result. Team Galactic, well, they will move on, but they'll be maybe feeling a little sheepish.
So all 3 of my
because
teams
of
that
that.
are moving on.
Racing incident, however, that's
Let's
as
see if
far
Shining
as you
Swarm,
can
my
take it.
4th team, can make it.
One more
Don't
heat
care too
to
much
go
about them, but if they get some big
before we decide
results
our
here,
finalists.
they still have a chance. A low chance, but a chance. They did pick it up a little bit in
These
the last
marbles have an
rounds.
advantage because they have seen the track and how the previous 8 raced.
Starting in the front here.
We are about to find out as they
Wisp
descend
overtook them.
through the track portion. It is Minty Maniacs out in front, although the O'Rangers just had a magnificent burst of speed and nearly took second place. They fall back and hold third in front of the Raspberry Racers, who just lose out to Mellow Yellow. This is Shining Swarm now, trying to give chase to Minty Maniacs in second place. Here they come.
Butter is
They're
often the
closing
great
in the
equalizer.
gap as they enter the sand.
got a
O'Rangers
pretty
kind of
huge
in
lead on the
a
rest
land of their own. They
the
tend to
group.
do well on the sand, but how do things change when they come into the water? Oh, they change a lot. Minty Maniacs have lost the lead. They are crawling right now. They've fallen back to third, possibly fourth. O'Rangers challenging for the lead. They get it. Who's going to get fourth, though? The final
Midnight
transfer
Wisp didn't
spot.
make it.
That was very close. As we take a look, did Primary somehow get it? Yes, they did, just barely, by 0.03 of a second over Yeller.
So all 4 of my teams are in so far.
Yeller, the reserve for Mellow Yellow,
This is going to be a
came
quick event.
that close. The water portion does not make up a huge chunk of this race by distance or time, but it is absolutely climactic and crucial to
Time
master.
somewhat because it's so much slower.
We've seen so far some marbles just barreling into it, hoping that they will be able to get it under control, and others making great use of the toe if they get behind another marble. The bottom 3 in that order, Well, our championship
Well,
leaders in the Marble
half
League
my teams
are
are
one
in
of
the top
them, and
8
one
here,
of 3
so
captains to finish
very
at
high
the
chance
bottom
that
of the
someone
order.
gonna get
That
gold.
is surprising.
any
So with
medal.
the leaders out, does this open the door to any of these marbles that you see on your screen, especially the likes of Team Galactic? Off we go for the final. And it's Shining Swarm out in front. Team Galactic very close behind. Savage Speeders with a nice outside move into that turn as we snake back and forth through the track section. It's almost a slalom
back a little bit.
with the speed that they move through here. They're entering the sand. That was a good battle there for third place. How does it shake out? Savage Speeders have fallen back to third.
The sand is their strength.
Well out in front. Team Galactic,
Shining Swarm isn't
massive
too far.
lead. Onto the sand. Nearly into the water.
They
Here
might
we
be far
come.
back, but they're
Into
close
the
enough
water
that the
they
water can
dive.
definitely come back here.
It's Team Galactic's
big
to
bump
lose
there
at
for
this point. Shining Swarm is in there, but look at the
Swarm.
Bumblebees. They're trying to catch that draft.
My top 4 teams
they
are in
come
the top 4
across the
here.
line. I don't know who got third place, but Team Galactic
Primary got third or fourth,
have done enough and have won gold in the triathlon.
Galactic Glaciers Bumblebees.
And by 300ths of a second, the Bumblebees have done it again. They hold on at the line by a nose. Was it a proboscis?
Yeah, just barely.
Primary Look at how close this battle was. Team Galactic, wire to wire.
It's going to shoot my teams
That was unbelievable. And for Cosmo, the captain of Team Galactic, the first individual medal in their career.
Glad Glaciers needed that too. Bumblebees and Team Galactic didn't really need that. And yeah, Galactic have basically a 100% chance of winning the Marble League if it's a tie score, because they have 4 gold medals now. That's absurd.
Well, the triathlon is always going to give you some unexpected results, especially when you get that close down there in the end.
The top 3 teams here, Gliding Glaciers and Team Galactic and Bumblebees are kind of tied
as champions at an opportune time when the Pinkies were relegated into the bottom 8. But of course, also the Bumblebees are up there. And here we take a look. Perfect timing at the updated standings, and what a jump! Team Galactic.
So, Gliding Glaciers up 3 into 7th. Shining Swarm actually down 1. Huh. That's very curious, even though they got 4th. So yeah, Primary got 1 spot above them. They went up. That's very curious. So there's 2 teams tied at 85 at the Green Ducks and Crazy Cat's Eyes, who went down 2. Doesn't look like anyone else is tied. So Team Galactic very comfortably in 1st. Bumblebees, yeah, I'm gonna, even though Galactic's in 1st, I've respected Bumblebee's strategies more, so I'm gonna go Gliding Glaciers, Bumblebees, Galactic, which are basically the reverse order in my top 3 in points right now. Gliding Glaciers in 7th, they're not that far off. Like, let me do some math here. 35 plus 11, that's 46. 46 off. That's 2 gold medals. That's not terrible. And still 6 events left. This lot could happen. Shining Swarm at least isn't doing terrible yet, even with that losing that 1 point there. They're actually pretty high above the bottom 4 here. So that'll be it for this episode. I plan to record one immediately after this. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.